You know that feeling when you're standing alone at a bus stop late at night? That eerie silence broken only by the distant hum of city lights? Well, let me tell you about something my grandmother used to say. Never get on the last bus if the driver doesn't look at you. I always thought it was just one of those silly superstitions like not walking under ladders or avoiding black cats. That was until I heard Tom's story. Tom was just a regular college student who stayed late at the library one night, missing his usual 9:30 bus home. As he stood there checking his phone, the last bus of the night pulled up at exactly midnight. The doors creaked open and Tom noticed something odd. The driver, hidden beneath a dark cap, didn't turn to greet him, didn't even flinch. But hey, it was late and Tom just wanted to get home, so he hopped on anyway. At first, the bus seemed normal enough. There were about 7 other passengers scattered throughout, all keeping to themselves. But as they drove through the foggy streets, something strange started happening. At each stop, someone would get off, but Tom never actually saw them leave. They just vanished. One moment they were there, the next, gone. Tom tried to convince himself he was just tired, that his mind was playing tricks on him. But the pit in his stomach grew deeper with each disappearing passenger. The streetlights outside began to look different, casting long, twisted shadows across the empty seats. The familiar route he'd taken hundreds of times before now wound through streets he'd never seen. Finally, Tom was the only passenger left. The bus lurched forward, moving faster now, the engine's growl becoming more like a haunting moan. The windows were completely fogged up, and when Tom tried to wipe them clear, the condensation was on the outside, not the inside. The bus suddenly screeched to a halt. The doors opened with a hiss that sounded almost like a whisper. Through the misty glass, Tom could make out rows of stone markers stretching into the darkness. He was at the old cemetery on the edge of town, miles from his stop. And for the first time since he'd gotten on, the driver slowly turned around. But where a face should have been, there was only shadow, deep and endless, like a void that could swallow you whole. So here's my question to you. If you were Tom, would you stay on that bus, or would you take your chances and jump out into the cemetery? Drop a comment below with what you'd do. And don't forget to subscribe for more spine-tingling stories that'll make you think twice about your late-night travels. And remember what my grandmother said, always make sure the driver looks at you, because sometimes the last bus of the night isn't going where you think it is.